Where does rain come from? Where does it go? Read along and soon you'll know.
Itsy bitsy pinky ponky. Geronimo!
Once upon a time there was a large lake in the middle of 6 sky-high mountains. The water was a beautiful icy blue, and the mountains were covered with tall, green trees. The lake was calm and peaceful with teeny tiny waves. In the lake lived an itsy-bitsy, pinky-ponky little water drop. He lived there with all his friends and all his family. All day long he played with his friends. Yahoo! Yippee! Yay! They would yell as they splished and splashed and had lots of fun. At night, before bed, the little water drop would say, I love you, Mommy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. And Mommy? Yes, sweet drop, Mommy would say. I love the lake, the little water drop would say. Then he would sleep peacefully, swaying with the water back and forth, side to side, and up and down. He loved his home, and he was happy every day. One day, the little water drop woke up to discover the lake was roasty toasty hot. The yellow sun was big and bright in the blue sky. The little water drop looked up at the sun. It was bigger and angrier than he had ever seen. He was curious about it, so he started swimming up, and up to the top of the lake. Whoosh! Suddenly, the little water drop was not swimming. He was floating up into the sky. Up, and away. He went higher and higher, while the large lake below him became smaller and smaller. He looked up to see what was happening. A big gray cloud was pulling him up from the lake, pulling him towards the cloud. Where am I? Asked the little water drop. You're inside me, said the big gray cloud in a loud, mean voice. It was cold and foggy in the cloud and hard to see. The wind was strong. It moved fast and howled like a wolf. I want to go home to the lake, said the scared little water drop. Mr. Cloud, please put me down. No, said the big gray cloud meanly. You're coming with me. Stop, let me go, Mr. Mean Cloud, shouted the little water drop. The big mean cloud did not reply. He flew away, moving faster and faster. The wind howled louder and louder, and the little water drop was spun around and around. Squish, squash! The big gray cloud moved quickly across the sky, picking up more and more drops of water. It grew bigger and bigger and darker and darker. There were many more water drops now, and the water drops were squeezed tighter and tighter. It was too crowded inside the cloud. Crack! Suddenly, the cloud burst open. Lightning shot out of the cloud and raced down toward the ground. Then there was a loud rumble. Everything was shaking. Follow the lightning down, the thunder boomed. Water drops started to jump from the cloud. The itsy bitsy little water drop jumped too. Splash! The little water drop crashed into the big body of water below. This was water, but it was different. It tasted salty, and there were really big waves. First, the salty water rose really high, and then it sank really low. The salty water was deep and dark. Giant fish swam all around. They were much bigger than the fish in the lake. Some had amazing colors that the little water drop had never seen before. Woohoo! Screamed the other drops. Suddenly, a really big wave scooped him up and carried him quickly towards the sandy beach. As they got closer to the beach, the wave grew taller and taller. He was scared, but the other water drops were happy.
Woohoo!
Crash! The wave came tumbling down, and the little water drop smashed into the sandy beach. He tumbled and turned. Salt, sand, and bubbles were everywhere. Then he was resting on the beach. Things were calm for a moment, when suddenly the salty water pulled the little water drop out again. Another big wave was waiting, and it tried to grab him, but he swam hard. He used all of his power to get away from the big, strong waves. The little water drop did not like it here in the salty water with the big, scary waves. The little water drop swam for a long time. He was tired, and he wanted to go home. Then one day, the yellow sun was big and bright in the sky again. He remembered. He swam up toward the angry sun, up, up, and up to the top of the water. Then he was floating again, up, up, and up. Until he was inside a cloud. This cloud was small, white, and fluffy. Inside the cloud, the wind blew gently, and it was calm and peaceful. This cloud reminded him of home, and he missed his home. Suddenly the water drop started to cry. "Why are you crying?" asked the small white cloud in a soft, gentle voice. "I miss my home," said the little water drop. "I want to go there." "Where is your home?" asked the small white cloud. "The large lake in the mountains," he said. "The big circle lake?" asked the cloud. "It is a circle," answered the little water drop. "It's in the middle of 6 sky-high mountains," the small white cloud exclaimed. "I know that lake. I can take you there." Thank you," said the little water drop. "You're a kind cloud." "Let's go," said the small white cloud. Whoosh! They passed buildings, plains, hills, forests, and finally they could see big, tall mountains. "Thank you, kind cloud." "Thank you," said the little water drop. "You're welcome," said the kind cloud when they reached the big, tall mountains. "Good luck." "Geronimo!" yelled the little water drop. The small white cloud opened up, and the little water drop jumped. Down he raced, faster and faster, the mountains getting bigger and bigger. Nothing could stop him. He was going home. Smash! The little water drop crashed into the biggest mountain. He started to tumble down the mountain, slowly at first, and then faster and faster. Crash! The little water drop smashed into a stream of fast-moving water drops and was picked up and carried away. This water did not taste strange, but it moved fast. The little water drop asked for help, but everyone was moving or talking too fast. And this fast-moving water moved in a strange direction. It went straight, but then suddenly turned left. Then it went straight again, but then suddenly turned right. It zigzagged and sped down the mountain. He slid over small rocks and bounced off big rocks. The little water drop could not swim away. He could only move together with everyone else. The other water drops were having so much fun, but he was not. Suddenly, the fast-moving water slowed down. The water became calm, and the little water drop felt safe. He floated peacefully for a few minutes when he heard a soft, low roar in the distance. The roar grew louder and scarier as he slowly moved forward. The little water drop looked ahead and saw that the river suddenly ended. He tried to swim the other way, but it was too late. He was pulled slowly toward the end of the moving water, closer and closer until he could see a big drop. The sound of the falling water was so loud, and then the little water drop went over the waterfall and was falling down faster and faster. Splash! The little water drops crashed into the water below and was pulled under. He swam hard, but more water drops fell on top of him. He swam harder and finally reached the top of the water. The little water drop was so tired. He wanted to go home and see his mother, father, family, and friends. He took a deep breath and accidentally gulped some water. Yum! What a delicious taste! He knew the taste. The water was calm and peaceful, and the waves were teeny tiny. He knew these waves. And then he saw a small red fish swim by. He knew that fish. He was home. That night, the itsy bitsy, pinky ponky little water drop told all of his friends and family about his adventure. But the big mean cloud, the small kind cloud, the salty water, and the fast moving water, he told them the whole tale. Then he hugged his mother, father, brother, and sister. Before the little water drop went to bed, he said, "I love you, Mommy. I love you, Daddy. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. And Mommy?" "Yes, sweet drop?" Mommy asked. "I love the lake," the little water drop said. Then he slept long and well in the water of the lake, peacefully swaying back and forth, side to side, and up and down. The end.